I've solved it! After years and years of speculation and deliberation and discussion, I finally know how to figure out who's coming next to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. And for you to figure out, we're gonna have to look back. But not too far back. Hey everyone, I'm RV Rocks, and I'm a nostalgic guy. I like to go back and rewatch some of my old videos to see just how much I've improved since then. And recently, I went back to rewatch one of my older videos, more specifically the one about ARMS and Smash Bros. And which character was going to get in, and I came to a staggering conclusion. In that video, I mentioned how characters like Rex and Pyra and Springman were kinda shoo-ins for DLC because Sakurai had stated himself that, had it not been for the project plan needing to be finished by a certain time, they would have been obvious choices for characters. And I had a bit of a laugh to myself, because we had an ARMS character in the form of Min Min, and we have Pyra and Mythra. I was like, oh, I predicted it. I was gonna go post on Twitter. Then another thought came to my mind. Hold on to me here, but what if Fighters Pass 2 is the one where they more or less try to correct their mistakes that they made in the base game? Include characters that they wanted to, that they'd somehow missed for whatever reason. Like, Sakurai said that Fighters Pass 1 was all chosen by Nintendo, but if I remember correctly, I don't think he ever said something like that for Fighters Pass 2. All of these characters are either from older games or in-house Nintendo. Joker's a bit of a newer character, but he was announced before Ultimate even released, so it's clear he was chosen pretty early on. So it's possible that Nintendo just told Sakurai to add in these 5 fighters. Then when Fighters Pass 2 rolled around, they were like, yeah, Sakurai, go finish whatever you want. It makes sense from a corporate standpoint too, because ignoring that Smash is one of the biggest games with one of the most passionate fan bases in the world, most games' second round of DLC usually is bought by only the hardcore players. So there's a little bit more flexibility to experiment with more unique or niche characters. But you might be thinking to yourself, if this is the include what we missed pack, then why Steve and Sephiroth? I am sure that Sakurai knew that a lot of fans were disappointed by certain aspects of Final Fantasy's inclusion in Smash. No new remixes, only 2 songs, and Cloud not getting an English voice for Ultimate. Sephiroth can easily be checked off as an excuse to give more love to Final Fantasy VII, and love he did give. Cloud gets Omnislash version 5, a proper spirit photo, a ton of new music, new and old, and a ton of Final Fantasy VII spirits. Sephiroth was the fan service that Final Fantasy VII deserved on its first run. So, if it all tracks for Sephiroth, then why Steve? Do you remember Verge Ben? Verge Ben was a prominent leaker in the months leading up to Smash Ultimate. And as much as I hate leakers, when it comes to Smash, if something's going to be spoiled, I want to know all of it as fast as possible. I want to be the one spoiling it for myself. And Verge Ben had a lot to give, accurately predicting Ridley, Simon Belmont, Ice Climbers and Snake, a bunch of characters from Smash 4 not being cut, Isabelle, Ken, Incineroar, and a multitude of DLC things. However, before the game launched, Verge Ben was adamant that we were going to get something Minecraft in base Ultimate. He never specified whether it was a character or a spirit or what, but he said that there was Minecraft content that he had yet to see. But as we all know, that didn't happen. There was no Minecraft content within base Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Verge Ben later shifted his guest to be for Fighters Pass 1, but we didn't get Steve there either. It wasn't until Fighters Pass 2 that Steve came to bless my heart. Is it possible that Minecraft was in talks for such a long time that they had to just keep delaying and delaying the character? That would explain why Sakurai said Nintendo approached him with the idea. It's possible they approached him 4 years ago with it, and they just didn't know how to capitalize on it correctly until now. I mean, a character who can freely build and mine on every stage is going to need a lot of playtesting and bug fixes. Not to mention all the licensing discussions with Mojang and Microsoft. I think, and feel free to call me a stupid Smash fan for making up rules again, a good way to track who might be coming next could be to look at what's either missing from or wrong with Ultimate, and deliberating a character from there. Is there any claims from Verge Ben that haven't been confirmed yet? Maybe we should be looking at some of the more high-profile spirits. I mean, Shantae had a huge amount of people saying they wanted her in Smash, and Rayman I feel like has been talked about as a possibility for every Smash game so far. In fact, I have a whole video talking about which spirits would make good characters. Maybe we should be looking at characters who don't have a great representation in Smash. Someone from Zelda, or maybe someone from Sonic. Either way, I think I might have just cracked Fighters Pass 2. But time will tell to see if this theory holds any water. And if you want to see if I hold any water, then why don't you subscribe and ring the bell? Like this video and comment who you think is going to be in Smash based off the criteria that I've set up here. Like I said, I've always been a little bit of a Shantae stan for Smash, and with this theory, I think there's a little bit more of a chance that she could be making it. I mean, there was a time that you couldn't go anywhere on the internet without seeing one of those red and blue vote things with Shantae on it. I think that Sakurai might want to repay that effort. I don't know, let me know your thoughts in the comments. But before you do that, I have been Ivo Robotnik, and thank you so much for watching. See ya!